To myself and my team.
What did you have to prove? I mean, what would you feel you have to prove after that?
I felt like I didn't give everything I could have in the Wisconsin match, so just coming out and trying to do my best in this game.
What does Bergen do that helps your confidence?
We all know me and Bergen have played together before we got here, but Bergen and I just have a trust, and I know she's talked about it before, but having a trust with your setter is important, and me and Bergen have been able to build that over the past, 2-3 years, so I think Bergen knows when I need confidence and when I don't, so I just think she just understands me as a player and as a person, and that translates really well on the court for us.
Bergen, I mean, each set started off, Nebraska scored the first 3, I think even 6 points in the third set too. I mean, how important was it to get out to those quick starts to kind of quash anything Maryland had going?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about urgency in our gym, and I think that was exactly what we did at the beginning of the sets, and I think we could have done a little better job keeping that throughout the entire set, especially in the first 2 sets, but just having urgency from the beginning, taking away any momentum that they did have coming out of breaks, and yeah, like you said, just squashing whatever they have going for them.
You guys talk a lot about controlling your side. I guess that's probably important in this match like this too. What did you guys control well against this matchup?
Yeah, I think overall we just played pretty clean. We had really good passing. I didn't have to move a lot, honestly, and then we just got a lot of pass set kills, and I think that was really big for us.
Bergen talked about maintaining it throughout that third set, gave up 8 points. What's it feel like when you guys hold the team to single digits in a set?
Coach talks to us about that a lot. We have to establish ourselves early in the game, and having Bergen serve first is obviously a great decision for us just because she has one of the best serves on the team. So, I mean, but coming out and serving aggressive and just really establishing it from the beginning is important for us, and that's what we did in the third set.
I think this is the first time in a month where you haven't had double-digit service errors too. Is that good to finally break that streak?
Yeah, I mean, we worked a lot on it, and we always have worked a lot on it, but I think this week we really just dialed it in, and we were kind of just fed up with it, honestly. So, yeah, we really dialed it in, and yeah, that was a big part of this win.
Harper, anything that clicked this week that you think worked for the team tonight serving?
I mean, yeah, I think Coach just tells us to thump and dime, and that's what we did in this game. Bergen said we passed well, and I'd agree with that, but I think obviously serving is just a mental game. It's just you and the ball, so I think just working on that in practice is really important for us, and I think just serving is what's going to keep us going really far for the next couple games.
Was there anything said about serving in between the first and second? Because I think 5 of the 7 errors came in that first set.
There was a few words.
A few.
Are they repeatable words?
Yeah, he just said,
Yeah.
we've trained all week, and we know, we did really well this week in practice, and we kind of just threw that all out in the first set. So he said, just go back and trust your training and try and win a point with your serve, but also you got to keep it in.
Questions? All right.
Thank you.
All right, it was a nice win. We were a little bit sloppy games 1 and 2. Took us a while to adjust to Maryland a little bit. But we made some high errors, and I thought we kind of just lost a little focus in game 2. But then they really responded well in game 3 and played a really, really nice game. And started going back, but I just think there's, it just took us a while to get going.
What was Maryland doing that caused you to need to make adjustments?
Well, they were passing pretty well, but we just kept giving them points here and there. And that lefty you don't see many players like her. She just wrists it, and it's very fast. So she was hurting us early, and we let a couple tips drop out of the middle. And I thought Sam, 44, she tooled us down the line a couple times, a couple really nice swings. So they were doing a good job, and they were serving us tough. But then they started missing a couple. We started missing, then they started missing, and gave us some points. But just thought, and they're a very good blocking defensive team. If you look at their stats in the Big Ten, I mean, they're in the middle of the pack on opponent attack percentage. So they were digging some balls and blocking and touching balls, and so but I just thought we kind of imposed our will on them in game 3.
What was said in between the first and second sets about serving? I think 5 to 7 errors.
Yeah, I know. I just remind them we had a great week of serving. Maybe one of the best weeks I've ever seen, and we were working on things and really trying to serve really tough, and they did awesome. And then we get in the game, it's like, and it's not like we were missing by this much. I mean, we were in the bottom of the net, we were missing, 25 feet out. So, but that's what good serving can do to teams. You just put pressure on them over and over and over, and it starts wearing on them, and I think you kind of saw a result of that, because we started serving really good in game 2 and really good in game 3. And again, Laney went on a great run, and she was serving really tough. And I thought Bergen was really stressing them. Merritt, Lexi again. So that's what makes great teams. You pressure them from every angle.
I think that's the first time you've had single-digit errors in more than a month.
Oh.
So, are you glad to finally see that work you put in practice show up in a match?
Yeah, and I know, I think we sometimes we lose a little focus, and they kind of don't trust their training or trust their routine. And again, these are our, our younger players. I just don't. They're getting it though. So, but yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm okay if we miss, as long as it's close and we're stressing somebody. It's just the misses that are like, they don't even have to do anything. I mean, you and I can stand over there and, okay, thanks. So those are the misses we got to kind of clean up.
With Harper hitting, has she added anything to her toolbox or improved anything as the season's gone on, progressed?
I think she, she's got a lot of shots. So that's what makes her hard to defend. She can hit high and hard. She can go line. She can cut it. She tips. She rolls. She's got an off speed. She's got a off speed in the top of the block. So that's just what makes her really hard to defend. And that's what she's been doing, is she doesn't just hit the same shot every time. Like tonight, Allie was hitting the same shot every time, trying to go high hands, and missed a few times. We'll look at that on video, and but that's what makes hitters hard. I think Merritt's in that. Merritt's got a lot of different shots, and that's what makes her hard to defend. And I know when we play players that do that, it's hard, because all of a sudden they get a kill, and okay, I got to stop that. Then they do a different shot, and so you're just constantly chasing them.
Were you pleased with the urgency they came out with in the third set?
Yeah. They cleaned some stuff up in between games 2 and 3. I told them what they needed to clean up, and they responded. I heard Kelly kind of talk to him too, so after I left, so that's good. It doesn't always need to come from me, but that's a sign of a good team when they respond like that.
What worked so well in that first rotation with Bergen serving? 'Cause, I mean, in the 3 sets, you guys started out 3-0, 4-0, and 8-0.
Yeah, they well, in that rotation, they stack over there. So she was serving in their rotation too. So putting it in that, and everything was cross court over there. They just have a really hard time when the setter's running off the net they can't get the middle involved 88, who's their best hitter. I mean, she's like 4th or 5th in the Big Ten. And it makes it hard when she's off the net to back set. So it took their 2 best hitters out, and then she just kept throwing it out the left side. Well, they're dealing with Merritt and Becca out there with time to set up. So that's why she ran a lot of points, because they had a hard time passing her.
Anything else?
Okay, guys, thanks.